bring my part in, you see this part? It's going to come in here like this. That's my part geometry and my rough material behind there. So I'm going to go translucent. So you can see in here that in the middle of this material, if this material, I turned off my rough material. You can see I changed the color of the material so you guys can see it. Got it? That's coming from canvas. You're going to get that. Then you're going to start making these together.
So if it's at like a weird angle, like let's say like a 23 and a half, just oddball angle.
So let me do
How do you get it to a fixed?
Great question. So let me twist this one off.
Like one of the bolts
Watch
you
it.
gave us was at a weird angle. Like
I'm going to see if I can do it. I can't. Watch, I'm going to screw up. Okay, watch it. You guys ready? Watch it. When I teach you this, you're going to go.
Just a single button that puts a.
I'm going to screw this one up. I'm going to do some. I'm going to close my eyes. I'm going to pull it out here. It's like 351. Okay, I don't even know what it is. I didn't even look at it, so I don't know. That's way off. And I got to get it back, right?
Yeah.
And I'll end selection. I'll get out of there. So that's just jack. It's probably weird, right? The whole thing. Everybody agree?
Yeah.
Everybody agree? Okay. So what I would do personally, I'd make sure I'm on probably 3D, right? I will create a line. If there's nothing straight, I'll grab the center point of this circle up here at the come on, good straight. Use it right here. The center point of this. Well, how about that one? There, I got it. And then I'm on 3D, so it's drawing it, and I'll go to this one. Right? Now, if I look at that, if I analyze that with F4, what does it give me? An angle. Look how many places the right decimal that stupid angle is. So that's what I have here, right? Control C, I'm going to just copy that. Now I want to rotate that. Okay, I want to rotate all this, right? And there's, you can do two lines too. I want to rotate, it looks like I got to go that way. And I'm guessing right here, so my rotation, point to center would be dead center, right? And Control V is my angle. Where's V? There it is. That's the angle, right? And I need to rotate it. Now, when I rotate it and I hit enter, let's say, you see it went the wrong way, correct? Right?
Yeah. Negative.
Try negative. Okay, let's just see, construction lines are everything, and it might not be perfect. Oh, it's perfect. You see, you just think of a construction line. A line is the best thing you can check angles with, right? So if it's off, you have to create some sort of support. Does that make sense? And that means also if it's like angled like this, you gotta get that down there. And so a lot of times I project lines off those, and then I look at the angle, I analyze angles, and I rotate. So lines, two lines will give you a dimension, right? Now, it may not be perfect at the time, so what you do is you reanalyze it, and it's gonna get smaller and smaller. It just happened to give me all the numbers I needed there. And you saw me rotate, I just threw it away. So always think construction line is your best friend in the world, okay? You get rid of this, and I'm gonna say this. Now I gotta move this. So this is what I gotta move, right? For colors. I gotta get this and this. So I only wanna see this one, and those two. So I gotta get this thing. You guys understand how that hooks around this? This is, oh, I turned the wrong one off. There we go. You see that one right here? That's what I'm gonna get. I'm gonna make it solid so it's easier for you guys to see it. Now that's even harder to see. Okay? But I'm gonna make it easier for me to see. Ready? You go to model prep. I'm gonna set face colors, and I come in here and I will change that one to a darker color so it stands out. Okay? Now I can see it, right? It didn't do anything, it's just that face. I can get rid of that face. So easy, 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 speedy. So what I want to do is I'm going to translate this to there, but I must be in 3D. 3D. Okay? You guys understand? And it defaults to 3D. When you fire up, it's automatically defaulted. So I'm going to move it X, Y, and Z. I'm going to select this whole thing. I can select it with a window, or I can come over here and right button, click on this, the level, if it's correct, and select all that level. There's many ways that you want to practice. The same thing I'm doing here, they have layers on Inkscape and all those different ones. You just get to a point where you understand. So this takes a little finesse because everything isn't perfect. So I just get it close. But I want to get that center point because I can see if my tool's balanced or not. It's going to hit it or not. So I'm going to translate this between vectors. We've done this before, right? We choose a point. I want to move this one. I'm just going to guess. I'm going to say from the top center here. Oh, got the wrong one. Escape that. D. I'm gonna go to the bottom. How come my circle ain't coming up? Let me do this again. I'm gonna control A. Ooh, these are not in the same line. Okay, there we go. Control A. Oh, no, not control A, because I got the other piece of it. I did translate from vector. I gotta get to that center. Come on, give me that center. That must be center. There it is. I had to make sure that point was active. And I'm gonna come over and get this center. This is where it's not gonna be perfect, right? Come on. Don't tell me that's not a point. There it is. Come on, Desi. These mice are hard. So I just moved it to it, right? I'm gonna hit check. And then I'm gonna look at it. Top looks good. Front looks good. Right side not so good. Okay? And you can see that this is truly probably too deep in the relationship with it. So what I do, it's not that big of a deal. That doesn't bother me because I'm still at 0 there. The idea is I want to make sure I don't hit my piece here. So I go to this view here and I'm going to take this, right? Not that, excuse me. We're moving the result, right? We want to move this part, which is this part here. Select that one again. And then I'm going to fiddle with it. Watch it. I'm going to bring it down on the Y. Since I'm on the front view. Up, it's too much. So let's go here. Minus 0.025. Zoom in on there. And take the 5 away. Like I said, it doesn't have to be perfect because I don't have true alignment. Nope. I'm supposed to go the other way. Minus 0.03. Let's go to add a 5
2.05.
One more 5. No, it wouldn't be 1 more 5. It would be an 8. 9, dang it. And it could be 4 too, right? So I feel comfortable. Now I'm going to move it on the X. That's going to be a minus 0.075. Oh, it will be the other way. 0.075. Too much, right? 0.05. That looks pretty good, huh? You see, it's got right there. So am I pretty close to where I should be? Yeah. Yeah, all I'm saying is we need this for verification that this is what we want to avoid, right? Then to put it correctly in height, I got to bring that other piece up, the bottom, and made it to that. How do I made it to that? Well, probably move this center to that center, right? But this is a key thing. I'm going to leave this up on the board here. If you can't do it, if you can't do this, I want you to try it. I'm going to give you a little present, but I want you to try it. I'm going to come over here and I'm going to grab this center post like this. I got to stop it right where I'm going to move it. I'm going to choose front vector again. I'm going to grab the center point and the center point of this one. And move it straight up. Now, if the holes don't line up, that bothers you, it's because I got the wrong base or the wrong top. I got the wrong base. I think when I originally did this, I had the wrong base. But it didn't bother me. It's the same height. So you guys have the right one. Now, once this is done, you see the way this is laid out? Right? So this view from here is front view. So I'm going to go to the front view, right? I'm going to choose front, Alt 2. I want to see these bolts here. You see the bolts there? Why do I want to see the bolts there?
Because it's the front.
Because it's the front out there. We're rotating exactly where we want to do it there, correct? So those bolts on your fixture should be in the front. And that means that's the front plane. Does that make sense? So you're just going to move it if you have a hard time. I would rather do this, mating this in Fusion. It's a lot easier because I showed you. And then you just what? Export as a step file into Mashcam, but you might lose your levels. So you're going to have to reassociate levels. Levels are everything, right? So that document I had you guys download in that same deal right here would be this one right here. Number 2, Cam 31, I think I already downloaded it. This one you gotta follow. You guys see it? Is there number 2 anywhere, or did I delete it already? Let me see it. What's tool is there? This is it, right?
It's not due, but sure.
I know, there's no 2 there. Let's see what this is. That's it. I must have renamed it in there for you guys to put them in order. Okay, so this is your instructions. You will machine all 5 sides, not the bottom. That's the 6 side, right? Austin, the 6 side, 5 sides only. And you will associate your levels to this. So your job is to put, every time you do one, so I'm going to do, I did the top plane yesterday. I'm going to do the front plane this time again. So I'm going to come over to my levels. I'm going to make some new levels. The front plane was what number? or the back plane, let's say the back plane, that would be number 11. So I'm gonna put in here number 11, and call this one, back is A90. What was it?
Zero.
C0?
Yeah.
I had a dash in it, right?
Yeah.
C0,
You didn't even type those?
dash C0, right, capitalized, and what did it say?
Back.
Back. You don't have to put the back on there in the text. The less the better. Remember I told you we're gonna reuse that. Right? Does that make sense? So we'll check this out. Ready? I'm gonna leave it like this, but I'm gonna put still the name in here for back. Was it back side I'm doing or front side? Back. Back. Okay, so I'm just gonna highlight this. Once I have that controlled, well actually, I'm gonna highlight this for the plane. Control C. I don't have to type it again. Now if I go do that plane right now, it'll be good, right? So we talked about planes, the top plane is already done, right? I'm gonna go here and turn off my rough material and turn my part on. And you can choose the rough material to do the part, the planes, it doesn't matter. I personally, myself, would probably do the rough. Because most likely you're gonna be having the rough on different deals. But you're really gonna be doing, on this first one, doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. I do the part.
It's probably better because
Because if you have angles, you needed to do it on the part. I'm not making you do angles here. So then, in here, you see I did all this already. I must have had this in this drawing. Damn it! That means the drawing you guys are gonna get might have that already in there. Shoot.
oh, wait,
Forgot to delete that off.
Oh, maybe
So I just saved you guys. Don't tell me my plane's already developed. Damn it!
I guess we're just built different.
Thank you.
Hold on.
He just takes
Damn it.
There's no top at least.
Well, because he.
Oh, wait, yeah.
Yeah.
Top never.
Ah. How many downloaded this already? Anybody? Delete it.
Okay.
Cheaters.
I would never.
Too late, I just deleted it all.
Me?
Damn it. So hold on. I gotta watch what I'm gonna.
It's okay, nobody.
And I probably did that. And I never noticed that before.
Yeah, but I didn't say
Doofus. So here we go. I just wanna give you these two. Turn all these off. File. Save some.
Oh, okay, so.
Yeah. In selection. I'm gonna call this one. What number was it again? Damn it.